Good morning. Welcome to the Board of Commissioners meeting for June 22nd. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Wiederspan.
So rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, sir.
I need approval of the minutes from the meeting on June 8th.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye. Yes.
Any approval of the minutes from the work session on June 15th, 2022?
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye. Yes.
Yes. I need approval of payment of bills in the amount of $2,257,188.82 for the period ending June 21st, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
There was one executive session on June 7th, personnel discussion with the planning department. Any public comment? Okay, we do the hospital authority first. Mr. Swick.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning,
John.
So the Meadville Medical Center has approached the Crawford County Hospital Authority for a second round of tax-exempt financing here in 2022. If you recall, I was before the board earlier this year where the Hospital Authority approved some financing, and ultimately the commissioners approved as well to enable some refinancing of existing debt by the hospital. This round of financing is for the intention of paying for capital expenditures for the hospital for the upcoming year. The intention is for the hospital to obtain financing through Laurel Capital, which is the funding source that the hospital has used for the last couple rounds of financing. The anticipated borrowing is about $8 million, although it hasn't been finalized yet. The interest rate, the tax-exempt financing interest rate is a little over 4% right now. That'll be locked down before closing, which is anticipated to be at the end of July. The hospital authority met last week, approved the borrowing. We heard from Renee Sante, the CFO of the hospital, and he described the current financial condition of the hospital and described the intended use of the funds. There's no real major capital project that the hospital is undertaking. In the past, they've usually earmarked their capital expenditures for one or two major projects. This year, it's more of upgrading existing equipment, upgrading some existing facilities across their user base from Titusville here to Meadville and their satellite location. So nothing that's particularly headline grabbing, but nonetheless necessary for the hospital to keep up with the changing technology in the medical field. The good news from what Mr. Sante reported was that the hospital borrowing of $8 million is a little less than half of their total capital expenditure budget. They're able to fund that other half internally. Previously, as this board may recall, as the hospital has been borrowing the majority of that capital expenditure budget, but now through their cash flows, they've been able to fund half of that internally. So what we're asking for today as part of the requirements of tax-exempt financing is for the board to sign a resolution approving the borrowing and for Commissioner Henry to sign the certificate of the applicable elected representative, easy for me to say, which is again required by the IRS code. Final note, this borrowing does not obligate the county, does not obligate the Crawford County Hospital Authority. It's simply these entities are pass-through entities to enable the financing to occur, and ultimately the hospital is the obligor and responsible for the repayment of the debt. I'll answer any questions if the board has any.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions for John?
Yep.
Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Assessment, Mr. Galbo.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Good
John.
morning, Joseph.
I come to you with a request for a refund for Kyle A. and Andrea M. Ball due to a clerical error on parcel 4205-43 property located at 24574 Pine Woods Road in Cambridge Springs. A refund is due due to a clerical error as on the part of the assessment office. The second story was added over a pre-existing garage for the 2021 tax year. When this addition was assessed, the original garage assessment was re-added for a second time by error. This resulted in the garage portion being double assessed for taxes. The error has been corrected for the 2022 tax year with a reduced amount of the assessment of $5,503. The owners are entitled to a refund for tax year 2021 in accordance with the refund allowance of Title 53, Section 8816 of the annotated statutes. There is a breakdown attached for you counting a library tax based on the 5,503 assessment error.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you,
IT, Mr. Brown.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning.
Tim.
IT is here to request to approve the purchase of 21 Wi-Fi access points from CDI totaling $6,656.16 for ITS, and 3 Wi-Fi access points totaling $950.88 for Human Services from CDI. The total would be $7,607.04.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Domestic relations? I thought, Carla, you might be the one presenting, so,
Yep.
okay, yeah.
Hi.
Morning, Carla.
I'm here to ratify the approval of the copier maintenance and supply agreement with Hagen Business Machines.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl.
Correctional facility, Mr. Greenfield.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Jack.
Jack.
This morning, I'd like to get the approval to purchase a Red Man XP instructor suit, as well as Red Man training mats and Red Man striking pad. All items are needed to facilitate defensive tactics training. These are to be purchased from BOTAC Incorporated at the price of $3,218. These are a budgeted purchase.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Secondly, I'd like to get the approval for the purchase of 6 Phenom tactical riot suits. Purchase is to ensure the safety of staff and inmates during cell extractions. These are also be purchased from BOTAC Incorporated. The price is $3,150, and as you can see, we also need to add in $300 for freight.
So moved with a question.
I'll second.
Properly moved and seconded. Question from Commissioner Saab?
So the 300 covers both,
Yes, sir.
not 300 each?
Correct.
Okay.
That's for the
That's what I
time.
thought. I just wanted to clarify. Yeah. No.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Okay, and lastly, we need to get the approval for the purchase of a 22-inch metal encased monitor for replacement of a broken one. This will be purchased from Global Correction System at the cost of $768, and this is also a purchase, or a budgeted purchase.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jack.
Jack.
Sheriff Powers.
Morning, Commissioner.
Morning,
Dave.
Dave.
Morning, Dave.
I have 3 items. The first one is to approve purchase of 4 new vests and 2 new carriers in the amount of $3,631.74.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
The next one is to approve the rapid scan maintenance agreement for the X-ray machines in the Judicial Center, and the both of them total $9,240.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And lastly, I have to approve the rapid scan maintenance agreement for the X-ray machine in the courthouse in the amount of $5,060.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks,
you,
Dave.
Commissioner.
Dave.
The Care Center, Mrs. Moyer. Good morning, Tanya.
Good
Morning,
morning.
Tanya.
I'd like to request to ratify the contract with Vantage LTC for the consultant pharmacist retainer.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Request to approve the billing amendment with Affinity Health Services.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Request to approve the amendment with Vantage LTC for the pharmaceutical services agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And request to approve the contract with Diagnostic X-ray Services for mobile imaging services.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Request to approve the quote from Absolute Fire Protection, and this is to correct deficiencies in the sprinkler system in the amount of $13,520 to be paid from maintenance outside services.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And request to approve the quote from Ross Plumbing and Heating. This is to replace the 7.5-ton carrier rooftop unit and compressor in the amount of $10,562.91 to be paid from ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thanks, Tanya.
Crawford County Planning, Mr. Norwood.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Zach.
Morning,
Good
Zachary.
morning, Zachary.
First item this morning, we're seeking to ratify an execution of an NDA between Windstream Services and Crawford County.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
We're also seeking ratification of an executed NDA between Crown Castle and Crawford County.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
We're also asking to ratify the execution of an NDA with Armstrong Cable in Crawford County.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
We are seeking to ratify the approval of an engineering and construction services contract with HRG for the East Branch Trail and Knox and Kane Trail project. The amount of the contract is $315,960. This is paid for through Crawford County's Appalachian Regional Commission grant.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
We're seeking approval to pay invoice number 26 from Stifler McGraw in the amount of $725.09 for their April 2022 Beaver Township CDBG project engineering services. This is paid for out of our CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
We are seeking approval to pay invoice number 27 from Stifler McGraw in the amount of $381 for their April 2022 Steuben Township Community Development Block Grant Project engineering services. This is again paid for out of our CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
We're asking approval to pay invoice number 77256 from the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $428.25 for the public notification for the City of Meadville's Heidi Cooper Park Environmental Review advertisement. This is paid for out of the city's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we're asking approval to pay invoice number 2 to Dynasty Construction Unlimited, Inc. in the amount of $35,283.60. This is for work completed with Vernon Township's Municipal Building Improvement Project. Is paid for out of the 2018 and 2019 CDBG program from Vernon Township.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And finally, this morning, we're asking approval to pay invoice number 4974 from Crawford Area Transportation Authority in the amount of $97.05 for their May 2022 Rural Family Workforce Transit Program expenses. This is paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zachary.
Crawford County Maintenance? Mr. Phelan?
Morning,
I
Mark.
was
Morning,
gonna say
Mark.
it differently, but I said it right for you.
Asking to ratify approval to pay Mark Johnson Electric, first billing of the Exhibit 1 exhaust fan project for $6,700. This will be paid for with ARPA monies in buildings and grounds.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay an invoice for the courthouse remodeling project, the HVAC project, in the amount of $88,971.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Approval to pay Brian Noah, the project manager for professional services, for the month of May 2022 for $810.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the new assessment office, in the amount of $9,150 from Folks Flooring America.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the registry quarters office remodel, in the amount of $10,150 from Folks Flooring America.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Asking to ratify approval of an invoice from Stifler and McGraw Associates for professional services for the ADA ramp at the courthouse, invoice number 7, $831.72.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Asking approval to pay an invoice from Stifler McGraw and Associates for professional services at the ADA ramp at the courthouse, invoice number 8 for $343.25.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay Powell Sanitation and Construction. This is to clean out sewer lines at the fairgrounds for $675.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Asking to ratify approval of an invoice for the courthouse remodeling project. This is the new treasurer's office for $345.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services.
Morning, Sue.
Morning, Sue.
Morning.
Going to.
I am seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 MATP assurance of compliance.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking to ratify payment to the Center for Family Services for the delivery of ERAP 2 services from 6/3/22 totaling $382,012.63 with no cost to the county, all paid with ERAP 2 funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I'm seeking approval for PCYA's Memorandum of Understanding with Computer Aid Incorporated for CAPS technical support from 5/16/22 to 6/30/23.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for payment to Travelers Cafe for $191. Cost to the county is $10.20.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeking approval for a payment to Western Psychological Services for $7,700.40 for the purchase of assessment materials for intellectual disability intakes. ARPA funding for fiscal year 21-22 is approved for this purchase. There's no cost to the county.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I'm seeking approval for payment to Word Systems LLC for $2,346.12 for the yearly maintenance agreement for the equipment at the Crawford County Children's Interview Center from 5/1/22 to 4/30/23. This is a budgeted item. Cost to the county is $512.81.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for an amendment to the Bethesda Lutheran Services fiscal year 21-22 contract. This amendment is adding Family First Transition Act funds to the contract.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
And lastly, I am seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with sign language interpreting professionals.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you,
Thank
Sue.
you.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue.
Finance.
Good morning.
Morning,
Morning.
Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $47,393.68. These were detailed at last week's work session.
Make the motion?
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And also for your approval, the notice of the increase of mileage to the IRS rate of 62.5 cents per mile. It's effective 7/1 of '22.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Stephanie. On behalf of the Crawford County Fair Board, I have Commissioner Wiederspin.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the security contract with Westmead Police for the fair for Saturday the 20th through Saturday the 27th of August for $5,393.
Second?
Probably moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I'll make a motion for contract with Port Lock Cleaning for cleaning of the restrooms for the week of the fair at $4,000.
Second?
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes. Next, I have a contract for the Opening Country Music Act for, that should be, that is Friday the 26th, sorry about that, for Country Wetford.
Second?
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can get this one right. Contract for Hillbilly Way, the Main Country Act for Friday the 26th. I'll make that motion.
Second?
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And then next is listed in your agenda is the various hourly rates for workers at the fair. I'd make a motion to approve that schedule of payments.
I will second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes,
Thank you, Francis.
sure thing.
The paper, some new hires, transfers in your packet?
I'll make a motion, we approve the request of new hires and employee transfers as detailed in our packet this morning.
I'll second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. Just as a reminder, there'll be no meeting on June 29th. The courthouse is closed on July 4th. The next work session will be July 6th, and the next full session, July 13th. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Soft,
Nothing this morning, thank you.
Commissioner Wiederspin.
I will pass as well.
I will only say that if you are interested in any of those jobs that we approve for the fair, get a hold of the fair office, correct?
Yep.
The times are they there for, Francis?
They start at 10 in the morning to 3.
Okay, so
There's always somebody there, and then there's some extended hours some evenings.
Okay, so 10 to 3 is the normal time.
It's a prime time.
If you're interested in one of those jobs, you want to help out at the fair, stop at the fair office at the fairground, so. Okay. Any other business brought before the board? If not, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. I'd like to bring the salary board meeting to order for June 22nd. Start with a motion to accept the minutes from June 8th meeting.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There is one executive session for the Care Center on June 13th, 2022. Finance, you'll be first.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'd like to set the rate for the new hire of Keisha L. Shorey, full-time accounting assistant, a newly created position effective 6/23/2022 at a rate of $18 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And if you want to do the radio room for us?
New hire of Joshua Smith, per diem 911 dispatcher trainee, effective 7/11/2022, is $11 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion?
Yeah, question, huh? Are we not in the process of adjusting that?
Yes, but she had obviously during that time, we were finishing up tomorrow, so we'll have to come back and change that next time, correct? And I want to,
What, the
Do-
rate
do-
of
we
this
had,
or
we had
what?
a meeting yesterday, we have to announce anyways.
You're
but-
gonna change the rate, okay.
Yeah, but we're not, but I think,
Not now.
I think
I'm fine.
Greg was okay with coming back, so I think that's what we were talking, because she was gonna do it normally yesterday, but she wasn't in, so.
Okay. I mean, I'm just wondering if, since we have the opportunity now to
Oh.
do it.
Is
I-
it
is the-
changing? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, that's, all right. Is there a reason why we would need to wait because we have the motion in front of us?
If he announces the 2 executive sessions from yesterday.
Yeah, that's
when
why I
was
wanted to
out.
add on, because she was.
Right,
obviously
if he
time
adds
was-
those, then
yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there were 2 additional executive sessions yesterday, one for public safety and one for finance and HR combination.
And in terms of agenda, we can also add those again to the agenda for
Sure.
the meeting 2 weeks from now.
Sure.
Just so that,
It's clear.
again, it gets in the print
Sure.
that we've done it. But I guess I would be of the opinion that as long as we discussed it and that's our plan, as long as this is in front of us, I would ask that
Okay, make it
we change that to $14 per hour.
sound okay with Gary?
Yes.
Okay.
We're actually changing the entire position though, to adjust for this new hire here. It's actually for the per diem.
Yeah, that's
in
why I
general,
thought-
right?
There's one other per diem I thought he would bring back, is why I wondered, there's one other,
Which is okay with me. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that we're,
she'll have to come back then, put her name in front.
Yeah, and I guess that would be maybe an information only.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that one, but I know before this one gets hired, again, we might as well do it
Okay.
now.
That's fine.
I will look and shoot you guys an email. I think the per diems are 14, and the per diem trainee was less.
Correct, and we're changing
All
of
to
them.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about the other ones, just this one trainee?
No, we will. So we're adjusting the trainee and the regular position
Oh, they're gonna
as
change
well.
too?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so you're amending it to 14.
So, yeah, I would ask that we amend the motion to increase the dispatcher trainee rate to $14 per hour.
Okay.
and I'll agree with that.
That's okay in your second?
Amended,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I believe there's nothing else to be brought before the board. If not, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
So if you would add to the next one so you can.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
You.
I'd like to bring the retirement board meeting to order for June 22nd. We'll start with the approval of the minutes from the June 8th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There were no executive sessions, and we're ready for Eugenia.
Okay, I'll make the motion for Joshua Gildersleeve, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 12/18/2020, last date paid and interest through 5/27/22.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Hannah Shiver, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 3/12/2022, last date paid and interest through 3/13/22.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Last, I make the motion to approve the Corn Ferry invoice number 195249713 for June 2022 actuarial services in the amount of $2,151, paid from the retirement checking account.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Is there any other business for the retirement board? If not, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
No election board